majority said President Rodrigo Duterte has nothing to do with the Senate reorganization that led to the removal of Liberal Party senators and allies from their key posts in the chamber. Senator Manny Pacquiao disclosed that at least 16 senators planned the Senate reorganization in his house in Makati City last Sunday night. Rhea Fernandez has more of the details.
Members of Senate majority denied that President Rodrigo Duterte was involved in the reorganization that happened Monday. According to Senate Majority Floor Leader Tito Soto and Senator Manny Pacquiao, Rigodon was not brought up during their meeting in Malacanang Tuesday last week.
No mention about anything in the Senate. No, not even a sidelight on Las Cañas. We discussed the issue on drugs.
Walang unfair to the president, unfair to the administration. Wala silang kinyaman.
Even Senator Cynthia Villar said that it is not the president's persona to meddle with the affairs of Senate.
Yun ang palagi niya sinasabi, but he never interfered with us. So, parang problema niyo yan, you solve your own problem.
They also said that hearing on retired SPO3 Arturo Las Cañas on alleged Davao Death Squad or DDS and the attendance to EDSA rally were also not the reason. Primarily, the reorg was due to frequent disagreements among them. The majority, without the presence of Liberal Party senators, decided about it at Pacquiao's residence Sunday. Senators Franklin Drilon and Ralph Recto exchanged positions. Recto is now the Senate President pro tempore, while Drilon becomes the minority floor leader. Committee chairmanships of Senators Risa Ontiveros, Bam Aquino, and Francis Pangilinan were also stripped off from them, after which they joined the minority bloc. Senator Laila de Lima also withdrew her membership from the majority through a letter sent to Senate President Coco Pimentel. This makes majority membership to a number of 18 and 6 to minority. Now that it is clear, Pimentel sees swift passage of their legislative agenda. He also assured that Senate will remain independent and true to its role as the last bastion of democracy. Meanwhile, LP representatives may withdraw too from the supermajority if they will be removed from their respective posts after the voting on death penalty. The statement was made by the party following their convention in Quezon City, where among the attendees were Vice President Leni Robredo and former President Noynoy Aquino. For PTV News, Rhea Fernandez.
Anong reason nyo for
decision na?
ng majority na tanggalin na yung LP?
Kasi awkward yung situation. Hindi kami makapag-focus as a majority, no, in the Senate nang nakapag-uusap ng yung libre because may mga kasamahan kami, may mga reservations tungkol sa pag-uusap legislative agenda, no, na merong mga kasama members of the so-called supermajority who almost always vote with the minority, especially with Senator Trillanes. I'm referring to committee referrals, like for example, yung issue ng BI, yung Bureau of Immigration na extortion or bribery. Nag-manifest yung, I think it was Senator Drilon even, who manifested that it be referred to the Committee on Civil Service and Government Organization chaired by Senator Trillanes. And then when we voted on it, they all voted that it be referred to the Civil Service Committee instead of going along with the majority to have it referred to the Blue Ribbon, di ba? And there are so many instances na napansin na ng grupo namin na pagdating sa botohan, laging nandun sila and notice din namin kapag may issue na tinatakal sa floor, na-observe namin, Senator Llanes would always go to them and consult. No, instead of consulting the members of the minority, why would he consult certain members of the majority? So hindi ito yung one-shot deal o na-decide overnight. You know, based on observations of the other members, including myself. Ganun nangyayari. So how could we even hold a caucus? In fact, we had not held a caucus as a supermajority. No? Merong seatmates, merong magic block, meron kung ano nung grupo. So, fragmented. So, we felt awkward na gano'n ang goings on sa Senate, especially sa so-called supermajority. So, yung sa EDSA, that had nothing to do with the decision. Kasi all of us, we're free to express our sentiments on issues, national issues, especially kung issue would involve another branch of government. Pero pagka ang tinatamaan na yung kapwa mga senador na, then we also have to act, di ba? So yun ang reason. And when we held that meeting Sunday evening doon sa magandang bahay ni Senator Pacquiao, that's when the decision was firmed up. In fact, there were reservations as to the timing. And I myself was the one who pushed. We already decided on this. We voted on this. It was unanimous. So what's the purpose or what's even the reason for postponing the action? Diba? Chances are, it might leak and meron pa ibang mangyari.
So ilang kayo nandun?
17 or 18.
What is about the argument now? Why remove the committee chairmanship from?
No, we did not. We did not. Kung masama kami, walang maiiwanang committee sa kanila. Because remember, a senator who doesn't chair any committee, wala siyang MOE for committees. Ha? And that's, hindi ito maliit na amount. Kung kami, wala kami mercy, at kami talagang malupit, dapat walang naiwang committee sa kanila. Hawakan namin lahat yung committees. But we deliberated on it. We wanted to be fair. We just wanted to make a statement and we wanted to make ourselves comfortable pagka nag-hold kami ng focus on issues pertaining to the Senate.
Sa affected committee, sinasabi nila na ginagawa ng trabaho nila sa
Well, that's one reason na inaano nila. But ang usapan dito, it's always political. When we reorganize the Senate, it's always political. There are political reasons. But no, when we say political reason, it doesn't involve politics na kasama yung Malacanang. I, for one, will not agree to any move ng majority na merong pressure from Malacanang. Absolutely walang pressure. We decided on this among ourselves. And sabi ko, na-firm up yung aming decision Sunday evening.
Sir, how do we reconcile this na parang barely a year ago or more than a year ago kayo, allied pa kayo with the LP, pero now you're sort of turning your back on the
Well,
year
I belong to the supermajority. The LP members, the LP party members, were likewise members of the supermajority, and we should act as members of the majority. Kung merong mga members na hindi naman nagpapakita na sila'y members ng majority, what's the use?
Hindi nyo binigyan ng weight yung fact that they voted for SP Pimentel for Coco Pimentel.
That's between Senator Pimentel and the LP members. Kasi ang kausap niya, when we elected our Senate President, ang kausap talaga ng LP members, si Senator Pimentel. Kaya medyo mahirap din para kay, that's between them. Hindi kami kasama doon sa pag-usap na sila mag-join ng kami, ang resolve namin noon within our group was a choice between Senator Pimentel and Alan Cayetano. And we chose to go with Senator Pimentel because maraming ini-impose si Senator Alan noon, no, na kailangan eto yung chairman according to Malacanang, sabi niya. So we cannot agree to that because the Senate is an independent body. Tayo sabi namin, I was very vocal. We should determine kung sino yung mga chairman o chairpersons ng mga committee natin, hindi Malacanang. Kaya nga natalo si Alan eh. Kaya nga si Coco napili namin. And si Coco, we told him, okay, you produce 4 and you have it. Because nag-organize na kami among ourselves, nag-agree na kami na whoever can produce 4 without imposing, especially sa mga chairmanships. And he came back to us and he said, I have 8. And he was referring to the LP members. So sabi ko, you have it. Sabi namin.
Easy decision, sir. Ha? Easy decision between Alan and Coco.
No, it's not that. Kasi may mga impositions between somebody who's imposing on us and even dropping the name of Malacanang na merong something to do with the choice of committees, chairmanships. Ayaw namin noon. Ayaw nga namin pasailalim sa Malacanang. So, we will maintain our independence. Yung ginawa ka namin kahapon, decide namin, talagang decision namin yun. Walang extraneous factors dito except yung na-experience namin dito.
Pero sir, sino yung nag-convene sa senators na, halika, mag-meeting na tayo ngayon? Sino yung nag-set na ganito?
Actually, kaming apat na nag-start. Senator Nasan, Senator Soto, and partly Senator Gat. Kasi kami nakaka-observe na bakit ganun situation natin. Yun ang true story.
Veteran kayo.
Ha?
Veteran move.
Yeah, pero walang pressure. Hindi ka nagpi-pressure. Ako, sanay naman ako magpo-position. Sanay ako. Nagkikriticize nga rin ako ngayon. Diba?
So like-minded
At saka, saka i-hear ko yung kay Las Cañas. Maski, well, wala namang pahaging. But even if merong pahaging na hinay-hinay muna, with more reason. Pahaging. Yung
Sino nga, sir?
Hindi, kung sakaling meron, hindi ko papakinggan. Sabi ko, wala nga eh. Sabi ko, wala. So, yun. In-advance ko pa nga eh. Dahil masasabay kay Senator Gordon sa Tuesday, I instructed my staff to hold the hearing on Monday instead of Tuesday. Kasi, nagpa-reset si, dapat Thursday siya, kaya ginawa ko Tuesday.
So, nagkaroon kayo ng miscommunication?
Hindi naman kami communicate.
Sinabi daw sa inyo ni Senator.
Hindi ko alam na nag-reset siya for Tuesday. Kala ko Thursday. So nag-reset ako ng Tuesday. Maski nga maliit yung committee room, yung Padilla room, yung mga sabi ko, let's get it over with, mag-hearing tayo. And then I found out yesterday, na yung hearing pala sa immigration, naging Tuesday. So in advance ko, baka sabihin nyo, pinopostpone ko, in advance ko ng Monday.
Kasi di ba Thursday na
Wala nang 3-day notice eh. It's Tuesday already. Kaya ginawa ko Monday. Ha? Las Cañas, starring Arturo Las Cañas.
So siya lang, sir.
Aside from the
Well, the former chiefs of police of Davao City. And then we're also inviting the PNP, we're inviting the CHR, Duces Day Comito, na dalhin nila lahat yung reports nila doon tungkol sa investigation ginawa nila sa DDS.
Your stand lang, parang gusto buhayin na ulit Oplan Tokhang sa marami na nagawin na kaso.
Well, hindi dapat Oplan Tokhang ang bubuhayin. Dapat ibalik sa PNP yung anti-illegal drugs operations, period. Huwag na yung buksan ulit Tokhang kasi nung nawala sa anti-illegal drugs operations ng PNP, medyo nagkaroon ng activities yung mga drug personalities. So it's but right na ibalik sa PNP kasi sila na yung nauna dyan eh. But wag namang sabihin open na uli yung Tokhang dahil sila na mag-lead uli sa anti-drugs operation.
Pero tama lang sir mag-resume na ulit.
Ha?
Tama lang mag-resume na ulit. Kasi heyday daw yung mga...
Hindi, nag-announce na siya na... Sige.
So yung pledging sa PNP, kontento kayo ngayon?
May mga nahuli pero this is a continuing process. Hindi pwedeng overnight dito o kaya needs to go. Yung cleansing is really continuing process. Maski nag-resume na sila ng process sa drug, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung cleansing. Dapat no let up.
Sir, kung cuddling of criminals daw ba yung ginagawa ni Trin?
Huwag nyo na ako isali dito.
So Tuesday si
Gordon.
Bring it on! Yan naman ang naging tugon ni Senador Antonio Trillanes sa ethics complaint laban po sa kanya. Sa reklamong inihain ng isang attorney Abelardo de Jesus, naging basihan ang pagtawag ni Senator Trillanes kay Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na murderer. Dati na rin siyang naghain ng ethics complaint laban kay Senadora Laila de Lima. Sinabi naman ng chairman ng Senate Ethics Committee na si Senador Tito Soto, hindi muna niya ipamimigay ang kopya ng ethics complaint hanggat hindi pa pinal ang membership ng komite. Inaasahang magbabago kasi ang membership ng komite dahil sa rigodon o ang pagkakatanggal ng ilang Liberal Party senators sa kanilang mga posisyon sa Senado.
Kasunod sa Senado kung saan minority leader na si dating Senate President Pro Tempore Franklin Drilon kumalas din kaya sa supermajority sa Kamara ang mga miyembro ng Liberal Party. Kanina nagpulong na ang partido at saksi si Sandra Ginaldo.
I move that
that the position of the Senate President pro tempore be declared vacant.
Bago pala ang hakbang na yan na nauwi sa pagkaka-knockout ng ilang LP senators at kaalyado nila sa mga posisyon nila sa Senado na pagkasundoan na ang pagtanggal sa kanila sa mayorya sa pulong sa bahay ni Senador Manny Pacquiao na dinaluhan ng 15 senador nitong linggo.
Kasi feeling namin, napapaikutan kami sa ulo at feeling namin na binabaril namin yung kalaban sa harapan doon. Hindi namin alam na yung kalaban namin, binabaril din kami sa likod namin.
100% walang pakialam ang administrasyon or si President Duterte sa kilos ng Senado kahapon. Or even during the meeting that we had.
Kanina sa pamamagitan ng sulat, formal na rin kumala sa mayorya ang nakakulong na si Senadora Laila de Lima. Pero hawak pa rin ng ilang umalis sa mayorya ang iba pa nilang committee chairmanship. Pag-alma ng mga tinanggalan ng komite, hindi totoo ang sinabi ni Senate President Coco Pimentel na naantala ang trabaho sa Senado dahil sa hindi nila pagkakasunduan sa mayorya.
Kami nga ang nangunguna sa mga napakaraming mga committee reports na ihain at tinidepensa on the floor.
Sabi naman ni Senador J.V. Ejercito, posibleng mitya ang pag-leak ng mga napag-usapan sa confidential caucus sa kung dapat paharapin muli sa Senado si retired SPO3 Arturo Las Cañas matapos niyang baliktarin ang unang pahayag na walang Davao Death Squad.
Lumabas ka agad in full details yung manner of voting at kung sino yung mga bumoto.
Pero may grupo raw sila sa mayorya na hindi basta-basta susunod sa administrasyon.
Kung may nakita naman kaming hindi ka nais-nais at kung may hindi maganda, ay kami po ay pupunahin po namin yan.
Okay.
We'll be independent.
Habang ang pinalit nilang bagong Senate President pro tempore, iginiit na hindi destabilisasyon ang mga pagkontra. Matapos ang regudon sa Senado, nagpulong ang Liberal Party kasama ang chair na si Vice President Leni Robredo at Chairman Emeritus na si dating Pangulong Noynoy Aquino.
We agree that the party president will articulate. And I just want to add that I agree with what the party president will be saying.
Tingin nila, ang balasahan ay dahil raw sa pagkontra nila sa administration policies, tulad ng planong ibalik ang death penalty at ang umano'y extrajudicial killings, pati ang pagdalo sa People Power Anniversary.
Ibig sabihin ba, pag ikaw ay tumututol sa ilang mga patakaran, gusto mo nang pabagsakin yung gobyerno? Hindi rin. Nasa demokrasya tayo
Payo raw ng dating Pangulo,
speak up. It's about time na marinig uli yung mga boses ng LP.
Wala namang napagkasunduan kung dapat bang magbitiw ang mga kapartido nilang nasa supermajority o kaalyado ng administrasyon sa Kamara. Kabilang daw sa mga konsiderasyon ay kung lahat ba ay sasama sa pagkala sa mayorya o baka ikalagas pa ito ng bilang ng mga mambabata sa Liberal Party. Nakataya rin ang chairmanship ng hindi bababa sa 6 na taga-liberal at may isa pang deputy speaker. Dahil nauna nang sinabi ng House Speaker na tatanggalan ng posisyon sa Kamara ang mga boboto kontra death penalty, baka raw ang pagpasa niyan ang maging mitya ng realignment naman ng mga alyansa sa Kamara. Baka pati ibang kontra death penalty mawala raw sa mayorya.
Kung ayaw na sila ng administration na kasapi pa rin dun sa majority coalition, they probably join the minority.
Konsiderasyon din ang pondo para sa mga proyekto nila. Bagay na hindi kailangan intindihin ng mga senador na nasa national position. Ako si Sandra Aguinaldo, ang inyong saksi.
Sir, you're still keeping with your moratorium?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Even with what happened at the Senate yesterday?
Happened at the what?
With what happened at the Senate?
I'm not in the Senate, I'm not in the House. I think it will be best for the members who have the current mandate to be the ones to talk.
But were you bothered by what
Our party president is coming out and will face all of you. Answer your question.
Sorry, sir, but at the very least, were you bothered by what happened yesterday?
Definitely. But we agreed, no? It's a party president who will articulate the party position.
Sir, will the party become the opposition party under the Duterte administration?
Again, the party president will be the one to articulate our position.
So you're here, sir, to express support to your party?
Of course.
Sir, do you think 5 months is still a long time for your moratorium?
Well, I think people will know that I've always tried to keep true to my word. I don't want to keep true to my word.
Sir, tama na bang maging opposition na po ngayon ang LP, sir? Kung luminya na po.
Kaya, pasensya na kayo. Meron kami hierarchy sa party president.
But kung kayo, sir, personally, sir, personally.
Again, I don't like to speak
for everybody, especially given the fact that parang there are particular risks that those who are in office right now will be undergoing. Yeah, so I think it's just proper for me, who does not have a current mandate, to defer to those who have a current mandate. And let me just say that I agree with all the positions that were expressed in the meeting. However, I think I have to give due respect naman to our party president to be able to articulate the party's positions on all of these matters.